Hey my lovelies, welcome back to my channel. Hope you're all doing well. Apologies about the lights. It is really hot up here, guys, and I'm melting as it is. So I'm not turning the lights on, but hopefully you can still see the cards. So today's reading is how does the third party and your ex or partner, because you could still be with this person, view you? Okay, we're going to do a deep dive. So for group one, you have the orange rock with the card that I shuffled for you guys, so the orange rock. Group two, you have yellow citrine. It's a really nice crystal. And for group three, you have, hang on, yellow aventurine. Not that it actually looks yellow. Maybe I should polish it. I can't be bothered. That's never going to happen. So take what resonates, leave what doesn't. Don't force anything, please, guys. And if it's upsetting, please don't stay and watch. I don't want to upset anybody. I can't even talk. And if you find that none of the groups fits your story, I do have a playlist with many, many, many third-party readings, okay? So I'll see you at groups. Hey group ones, if you chose the orange rock crystal with this card, before we get started, I have a lot of questions that I've written down, so this is going to be quite a bit of a deep dive. I don't usually do a full-on deep dive, but you know what, let's do it. So basically the first question will be, how is the third party influencing your partner, your ex or your partner? Okay, so like I said in the intro, if you didn't listen, this is for exes, or you could still be with the person. Then we're going to look at what are the third party's true intentions towards your ex or your partner. What are the third party's feelings towards you? And what is your ex's or your partner's feelings towards you? And how has the third party impacted your relationship with your ex or your partner? And then we'll get some advice, okay? And let's go from there. So grab a drink if you need one. I think this might be a long reading. So let's get started. So you have the Two of Swords. They're very confused. Okay, because this is straight, the overall energy of the third party is confusion. And also, okay, right. So with the overall energy of this third party, my loves, they're coming through with a stubborn energy here, okay? They're willing to defeat the enemy. So basically, you are the enemy. Oh, God, honestly. And there may be some difficult moments going on with your ex or your partner with this third party, and they're maybe coming out of it, or they're going to be coming out of it, or they're hoping that things will get better and, you know, they can move things in the right direction. So that's the overall energy of the third party at the moment. Let's put that there. And let's get some tarot. So, Spirit, tap me into group one, please. I have to look at my, because I've got a brain like a sieve. So, first question. Tap me to group one, please, and the energy of the third party. What are the third party's true intentions towards group one's ex or partner? What are their true intentions? Whoa, whoa, whoa. So we have, so we have the Eight of Pentacles. That one came out with it. And we have the Nine of Wands. I'm not going to take those other three that fell out. So tell me more. So what is the third party's true intentions? So we have, that is the Tower, which says crisis. And then we have the Six of, not the Six of whatever. That is, sorry guys, seriously, numbers and stuff don't work with me. That's the Lovers. And then we have the Five of Pentacles. I will get there. Just bear with me. Maybe, you know, sometimes when I'm doing readings, I can get like this, but then I'm tapping into the energy of maybe you and as well as the third party, and I'm feeling very muddled, very confused, even though I know what I'm doing. So maybe this energy here is like they don't know what's happening. They're a bit confused because maybe your ex or your partner told them that things were moving along nicely. Maybe they fed them a line and they believed it. And now they're very confused because if you look at your main card here of the overall energy of the third party, it is confusion. So there you go. They're going backwards and forwards. So their true intentions towards your person is they want more attention. They want more time with your partner. So this could literally be if you guys are still with your partner and you know they're playing away, or you're stuck in this sort of third party situation with your partner, they don't like the fact that you're getting more attention or more time from your ex or your partner, and they want more time. They want to be able to build something with this person, you know, your ex. I'm going to say ex, okay? Let's just go ex, but keep in mind that partner as well, because if I keep saying it, I'm just going to go, okay? So this true intention towards your ex here is to wear them down, to make them feel guilty. So this is, I don't know whether it's like a game to this third party here. They're wanting, a bit cheeky really, they're wanting your ex to put boundaries in place with you. Some of you may actually have children with this person. There may be a birthday coming up as well where, you know, you may have to be in the same room as your ex here because, you know, you guys are trying to keep it amicable for the children. That's for some of you. Not everything is going to fit with everyone, okay? So like I say, throw out what doesn't fit. But for some of you, I am seeing here that there may have been a birthday party and this third party has made your ex feel really guilty about the fact that they're spending time with you and the children, you know, celebrating the birthday. They can't be there. They want to be part of it. So they'll use like, oh, you know, you've really hurt me and blah, 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 and all that crap. But on the outside as well, I feel like this energy here is trying to put on a brave face, you know, yeah, I support you and what have you, but, you know, I do feel a bit left out. So it's that kind of energy that I'm picking up. There is something here. That Tower energy. Yeah. Their true intentions towards your ex or your partner is to literally break down your relationship fully. Any bond that you had with this person, any, you know, relationship you had after the relationship ended, they don't want them to have anything to do with you. So they're trying to break that down slowly, bit by bit, bit by bit, to the point that this person will end up just totally blanking you or ghosting you or cutting you off. They want to be number one. They do not want to be second choice, which fair enough. Okay, that's fair enough. But if you've got yourself in a position where there is another person involved, you are going to be put on the back burner for a little while, you know, until things get sorted out. So this Five of Pentacles, this person's very much in their head. They're feeling very much neglected by your ex. But then what I'm seeing here as well, it's like every time they don't get their own way, they go cold. It's like they pull away. It's like a punishment thing here because the Lovers is dominating the reading. They want to be number one. So we have Gemini here. So, you know, we're looking at what are their true intentions here. It just seems like they want to win. Clarify this Lovers card. Spoiled. Yeah, what did I just say? I literally just said to you guys that this third party wants to be the one that's number one. They want to be spoiled. So what could be happening here as well? If there is like, say, a divorce that's going on, or you guys have got assets and you need to separate the assets and what have you, there could be, there may not be as much money as this person thought there was, you know. So maybe they saw your ex or your partner as someone that was financially abundant, but now that they have to maybe pay child support or give you spouse's allowance or anything like that that comes with divorce, splitting of assets, there's not as much money as there was. So now they thought that this energy thought they were going to get, live the best life and all that, be spoiled and everything, but that's not the case. Hence why they're in their head. And, the Lovers clarifying that is like, making a choice. I want to be number one. And I can see this very clearly in this reading right now. And we've got this 5 of Swords energy here. And this talks about defeating you. It talks about someone who is very self-centered and very much about self. They don't really care, like, what they've done to you. That's not their goal. Their goal is your person and what they can provide for them. Also, what I'm seeing here as well, it could be like words, little hints that this third party gives to your ex or your partner here, and they do it in a very clever way. I mean, hopefully your ex is not stupid when it comes to their children. They're literally, say if your ex was to go and buy for their birthday or whatever, or just go and buy their child like a brand new pair of shoes, trainers, whatever. And then this ex will turn around and this third party will turn around and say, don't you think you're spending too much money? Don't you think your ex gets enough? And blah, blah, blah. Do you see where I'm going with this, group one? This person thinks they're clever and, maybe they are. Maybe your ex or your partner's a bit of a Dumbo and they fall for it. But hey-o, let's see. Let's move on to the next question. So what is this third party's what is the third party's feelings towards the collective here, like group one? Spirit, please. How do they feel about group one? Okay, let's have a look. And we've got enjoyment. You've got the 9 of Pentacles. Do you know what? Sod you. Whatever. Oh, you've got jealousy on the back of the deck. Wow. Wow. What did I just say? I love tarot sometimes when it clarifies things, and we've even got the 3 of Swords, which does talk about the third party, energy here. Oh, my throat was going there. I don't think this third party likes me. And then we've got wealth, which is the King of Pentacles. Let me pause a minute, guys. Sorry, I just had a really, really massive coughing fit there, like I was being choked. If it happens again, I will pause because I don't think this third party, it really appreciates what I'm saying here. I don't care. And we even have nostalgia, 6 of Cups. So I'll get to that in a minute. Oh, let me catch my breath. So, anyway, it's literally what I was saying. And the reason why I was laughing is because of this 9 of Pentacles right here. Because, it's like, you may have shed your tears, you may have cried, you may have screamed, you may have shouted, and all that jazz that comes with to finding out that you were cheated on, okay, or your partner left you for someone else. But you're not letting this affect you. You're not showing them how you truly feel. Far as they're concerned, this is very much financial. This is really burning the third party here. How you may have actually got a really decent settlement. You may have even got the home. You and your children may be living in the home, and maybe the third party had their eyes on that home, and it's like, oh crap, everything's falling apart here. I'm not getting what the third party, what the group one's getting. Why am I not getting that? Why are they getting all the enjoyment? Why are they living their best life right now? How they truly feel about you, they're very much jealous of you. I mean, come on, we've got the card that actually says jealousy right here, but I'm going by this 9 of Pentacles as well, because you may have a little business. You may do very well for yourself financially as well. It's just you as a person, group one. I feel like you are the type of energy that never got bitter, never took revenge, never got petty. I'm exactly like that as well. I think that might be an Aquarius thing. If you're an Aquarius, drop a comment down below and see if you you resonate with what I'm saying right now. Is when we've been truly hurt or we've been treated on, I don't look back. I literally pack my crap and I never look back. I don't give the person the time of day anymore. I don't get revenge. I don't get petty. I leave it to my spirit guides. I leave it to the universe, because I know they've got my back. And I hope that's how you see it as well, my loves. I know we all want to just like, I mean, I will admit it. If we're sharing, I did do something pretty petty the other day, but it was very, very mild, because you know, I'm going through this myself. And it was really, really silly, but it made me feel good for a split second. But anyway, let's go back to this. So they're very much not liking that you're there's something about you as well where I don't know if you've gone back to the gym, whether you've lost a bit of weight, or you're just someone who's just very attractive, and you turn heads. It's just, you don't even have to do anything. So much jealousy here. And obviously clarified with the jealousy card right here. It's like they're so tied up in like, what is Group 1 doing? Like, I feel like they do stalk your social media. I feel like they've gone through your photos very, very not what's the word, God's sake, get it out, with a fine-tooth comb, like dissected you. And it's just fueled the jealousy, because we have the Six of Cups, and the Six of Cups talks about memories, it talks about photographs. And that's why I'm saying this is just adding fuel to the fire with the third party, because they're looking on your social media, and you may still have photos up of your children, if you've got children with this, your ex, and you know, holidays and that. I don't feel like some of you have actually deleted any pictures of your ex here. I feel like they're still up, and they look at this and they can't bear it. It's like I'm getting from this energy here, Group 1, they want to be you, okay? And then we have the heartbreak card here. So for you guys, I am seeing this relationship is over. I don't feel like this is you still with your partner. This is the third party card. It always is my third party card. Well, depending on the readings, but anyway. And there's something here that even though they feel joy that your heart got broken and they got chosen, you know, they beat you, as they see it as competition, they don't like the fact that you are very abundant inside and out. There's something here about, if you were to go to your ex for something, they would help you. I feel like your ex is maybe not an a-hole. They are an a-hole for what they did to you, but if you needed help and the children needed something, they would literally be there for you. And they don't like that you've got this connection to your ex here that they don't have. They want that. They don't like that you've come away. Maybe you guys come away with more in the divorce than your ex did. And now they're having to listen to your ex moan about the fact that, oh my God, I've got to rebuild everything now, and my wife is taking me for everything, or my girlfriend's taking me for everything, or my boyfriend, you know, whatever, their energies, guys. They don't like this, okay? They wanted what you had, and I think that's what really attracted this third party to your partner. Because have you noticed, where are the cups? Where are they? I don't see them, really. I'm not getting this energy coming through saying to me, you know, I really fell for the Group 1's partner, you know, I'm really in love and blah, blah, blah. I don't see that. I mean, maybe we'll see it going on, but I don't. So we've got Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, and that's it at the moment. So basically, Gemini and Earth. So now let's have a look at what, let me get another deck of cards. Because I want to look at your ex or your partner here. Okay. So group 1, please, Spirit. What is group 1's, so what is, oh, do you know what? You know when you want to slap yourself? What is group 1's feelings towards, like, group 1's exes or partners' feelings towards group 1? What are their genuine feelings towards group 1? The ex or the partner? The moon. Clarify the moon. What are their feelings? The King of Swords. Knight of Cups. Okay, interesting. Right, clarify the moon and the Knight of Cups. This person's wondering whether you've started dating someone. The Eight of Wands in reverse. And, my loves, and I picked that up straight away with the moon. And it's clarified with the Eight of Wands. This person, oh, yeah. This person is not telling you they made a mistake. They're not telling you their true feelings. This is deep, okay? This energy here is trying to bury how you know, the choices that they made. And it's like they don't like looking in the mirror. They don't like looking at themselves. They're trying to maybe distract themselves with work and stuff. They don't like the fact that maybe you cut them off. Maybe you keep it civil for your children, or if you don't have children with this person, you've literally just cut them off. They are having to sit in their emotions and their feelings, and they're not able to share it with anyone. And in a sense, with this energy as well, they're trying to be really like logical about it or practical about it, like, you know, instead of, they don't want to feel the emotion. They don't want to feel that, because I think they would break. If they really took a really hard look at what they've done, this would crack this person wide open, and it would open up a can of worms, and I don't think they'll be able to, like, you know, stop the wave of emotion that's going to come through. And the reason why I picked that up with the moon and the Eight of Wands is because this person is wanting to, really does want to say it, but they can't say it, because I feel like maybe some of you don't want to hear it. You're like, I don't want to hear what you've got to say. I don't want to listen. Some of you may, and they're fearful about it. I want to clarify that Knight of Cups though, because this sometimes can be my love bombing card. It can also be where someone was wooing someone else, because what I'm seeing here as well is how they feel is, and it's quite sad, we've got Eight of Cups and we've got the Eight of Wands in reverse, and the Eight of Cups is talking about letting go, you know, moving on. But this person, it's like they're very fearful about something here. I need to clarify that as well, because I am nosy. So we have Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. So clarify the Knight of Cups for me. Oh, no, I don't need to. I see what they're saying. Right, they want to explain something to you coming through their higher self here. They want to communicate to you that this wasn't something that happened very quickly. This was something that happened very slowly. It was a slow progress into moving into whatever it was with this third party here. So there was communication with the third party that may have, you know, flirting and what have you, and they liked the fact that the third party was chasing them, was giving them the attention. Clarify this Eight of Cups, please. So we have the Fool in reverse, and we have the Queen of Pentacles. This is about juggling, Two of Wands. Yeah. They want to say here to you guys is that I was really, really silly, stupid, reckless, careless in my behaviour, in walking away from you. And I don't know whether this person will ever tell you this. Maybe they will eventually, but at the moment, no, they're not. They're just festering in their decision making here and their choices. And that's not your problem, my loves. This is for them to deal with. This, I suppose, is a part of Spirit making them sit with this. And it's like I just said, they weren't prepared for all this to happen. I mean, I don't know what they thought was going to happen. I don't understand this. I really, really don't. What did they think was going to happen, Spirit? What did they... You know what? Before I shuffle the cards, do you know what I think the cards are going to say? That this energy here thought that they were going to get away with it. Maybe just have a little fling on the side. Maybe keep you both. You were never going to find out about it. But you found out about it. You saw through this person's lies. And you cut them off. So, see, again. What do they feel... Like, what do they think was going to happen, Spirit? Like, what do they think? The King of Wands. Tell me about the King of Wands. What did they think was going to happen? That you were never going to find out. Wow. Wow. Yeah. You were never going to find out about the third party. They were never going to get caught. Even though they know... They didn't... Right. I don't know whether you guys have forgiven this person for previous infidelity things that have gone on, and there's no judgment here, my loves. You love someone, you forgive them, you move on, you work through it. You know, we're human beings, okay? Some of you may not have known about past indiscretions with this person, and it's literally what I just said to you before I shuffled the cards. This is what I think this person thought was going to happen, that you wasn't going to find out. But they didn't realise the extent of, because you've forgiven them in the past, they're like, why hasn't Group 1 forgiven me this time? They've forgiven me for so much. This person's a bit of an idiot. I'm sorry. I keep saying idiot, and I don't care if you think that I'm wrong for saying it. They are very, very stupid, and they're very naive, like the Fool in Reverse talks about. Very gullible energy. This may be a grown-ass adult, but very, very easily swayed by other people. And that's not a good trait to have in a person. So hence what I'm saying here is that this energy thought you were going to forgive them. You were going to be okay with it this time. But you got to the end of your tether that you're like, you know what? No, I'm worth so much more than this. And they didn't prepare for the consequences of their actions, like divorce, assets, children, losing the person that you love. You know, that kind of thing here. They didn't see the value in you at the time. They were thinking of with their private parts. Very lustful energy here. And Justice in Reverse is this person went and spoke to the third party. I feel like I said, this was built up over time. And these two may have been work colleagues, or someone they met through work, or they just started talking to, or an old friend or something like that. And this ex of yours would sit and complain about you. So, you know, Justice in Reverse talks about where we share information. We take sides. You know, we don't look at both sides of the story. And I'm not being funny. My age now, gullible me would have fallen for this sort of thing years ago. My age now, I think I said it the other day, you need to be very careful about when you get in a relationship with someone that's come out of a relationship with someone. And I learned this from a book that I've just read. Oh my God, fantastic book. It makes you eye-opener to all sorts of abuse, okay? Like gaslighting, narcissism, this, that, the other. And she's a therapist and she's been doing this for years. She's worked with these abusive partners as well as the victims. And she said in the book, when you're sat down with the person, pay attention to what that person is telling you about their ex. If they're constantly complaining about the ex, oh, my ex did this, my ex didn't give me sex, my ex neglected me, my ex put me on a shelf, my ex did this, my ex did that. But not once did this person say, I effed up, I should have given my partner more attention, I pulled away, I wasn't really loving, this, that, the other. Taking half or some of the responsibility for your actions. That's a huge red flag when someone is talking to you about the next partner. If they do not own up to anything, that's a huge red flag, okay? That's where you know this person is BSing. And like I said, at my age now, I think if I sat down with a man now and went on a date with him, I could never imagine. I just can't. I'm freaking egg. But if they were to sit down and start complaining about their ex, like what I read about, you know, recently, I would be like, I'm out of here. Because I'm telling you now, if someone was to sit down with me now, group one, and ask me what went wrong in my marriage, I can actually hold up my hands and say, well, yeah, I could have done this a little bit better. I could have been a bit more attentive. I could have been a bit more this. I could have been, you know, I'm not one to say, no, I'm Miss Innocent here, because nobody's innocent. So this is where I'm going with this card right here. This is what they did with the third party. They did the woe is me, you know, group one's an a-hole and blah, blah, blah. And the third party fell for it. Okay, let's continue. What else do they feel towards... So we have Leo, Aries, Sagittarius as well, guys. What else does this ex or group one's partner feel towards them? What else? Six of Swords. They want to work things out with you. They don't like the fact that you're away from them. They want you to forgive them. They want you to forgive the betrayal. And hopefully you guys can move on and make things a lot smoother and easier for you guys. You don't have to forgive this person. It's up to you. Because forgiveness, it's very hard to explain this. Sometimes, you know, tarot readers say, yeah, you should forgive. I've always said you can forgive from afar. You don't have to literally accept it from the person. Because they weren't thinking of you when they were doing this. They weren't thinking about the aftermath, where you're sitting there still today, thinking about what was wrong with me, why wasn't I good enough? You know, all those insecurities that pop up, okay? And this person wants to sleep better at night. They want to feel okay about moving in this new direction with the third party here, and hoping you would just forgive the betrayal, because they're not in a good place. They're very, very much upset with themselves and disappointed with themselves because of what they did to you, okay? So let's move on to the next question. So, right, for group one and the energy of the third party, how did the third party impact group one's relationship with their partner or their ex? Whoa, hello. So we have the Knight of Swords and we have ending, so we have death. That's it, look at that. I mean, if you guys do tarot or you watch a lot of tarot, this impacted your relationship by relationship breaking down and ending. It takes two to tango. I'm not blaming the third party fully here. It takes two to tango. Clarify that Knight of Swords, reckless behaviour right here. Someone, because the Knight of Swords can have a very positive meaning, but it also can have a very negative meaning where we bulldoze our way into something here when we knew we shouldn't have done. Pushed things to end quickly, you know. So maybe the third party was putting pressure on your ex or your partner. Clarify the Knight of Swords with death, please. Creativity. Yeah, they got creative. in a very sexual way. I don't know why that came through. Very flirtatious, sexual way. Clarified the Knight of Swords and ending with the Page of Cups and the Moon. Yeah, they got very, very creative here, okay, because I love these cards. I absolutely love these cards. I wouldn't mind a bigger deck of them. These cards, I think, I've got hundreds of tarot cards. If I was to spin my camera around, you'd be like, what the hell, Star? This is like my addiction, okay? No, this is my addiction. I don't know what it is about these cards. I only got them the other day, but I'm telling you now, you know, when you have, if you do tarot, you have a bond with certain cards and some that I just don't gel with very well. These are one of my, I think, one of my top favourite cards. So anyway, what I'm seeing here is that they put pressure on your ex here to end it. Even though maybe your ex was having doubts about ending it because of the family. If we see here, we've got the Ten of Cups. And this caused this third party to feel very, very anxious that, you know, how can I compete with, you know, someone who's built a life with someone and who's got a family and they've got all those memories together. So their anxiety was on an all-time high here, and they got very, very creative here to the point I feel like, because we've got pleasure on the back of the deck, and I'm going to get a bit personal. This may hurt your feelings, but, you know, they see it as maybe you didn't know about certain kinks that your ex-partner had, and these two spoke about it, and then they're like, oh, I like that, I'll do that with you, and that's where it went from there. So it very much based on something that they offered them. And also what I'm seeing here as well, this energy, basically, they've spoken about marriage, they've spoken about their families, this third party has also said, you know, I'm willing to support you, you know, I'll accept your children, blah, 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 blah. And it's, once again, I don't see no love. Yeah, we have the Ten of Cups, but that's mainly your energy. This could be someone younger than you as well. But I'm seeing here it's all about what your partner gave you. They want that as well, you know, like living their best life. So this energy here impacted your family, impacted your home, impacted your mental health, caused you anxiety. You know, there's always karma for this sort of thing. Always. You can never get away with it. Ever. Let's get some oracle cards. Oh, actually, let me get some advice for you guys. I'm not even going to look into what's going to happen between these two. Okay? Let's leave that up to Spirit. I usually do, but I'm not going to. We've got oracle cards coming anyway, so maybe we'll get something out of that. Okay, but let's get some advice from Spirit. So what advice would you give Group 1? What would Group 1 Spirit Guides advise them to do? Temperance. Remain calm. Love yourself. You have a powerful angel around you at the moment that's really like supporting you right now, okay? Things are working out in your favour if you're still going through this. If this is really new, don't worry, things will balance out in your favour because you are an Empress, my love. This ending, this person's going to regret it. Look what is coming towards you. Oh my goodness me. Wow. Don't look back, Spirit is saying. Do not look back. Because the Empress is all about new beginnings. You've literally got the Empress. It's a birth of an idea or a new beginning, you know, rebirth basically. And death is the same thing. And even though it is a very painful thing that you're going through or what you went through, my goodness, are you blessed? Okay, the blessings are coming your way. And that's why Spirit is saying to you, do not look back, because you have this Ace of Pentacles, this beautiful new beginning. It doesn't matter. It's just in life in general. It's like our, you know, the way we feel about ourselves, our money, our, you know, careers, family, friends, blah blah blah. There is some huge changes coming your way after you move on. And this person's not part of your destiny, okay? They're not part of your blessings. So do not look back. Wow, Spirit was really harsh there. But in a loving way. Right, I wrote some cards ages ago that I totally forgot about. So let's have a look about, you know, third party X. Let's see what's going on. I don't even remember what I wrote on these cards. So third party and the X, Spirit. Let's just have a look. I feel so insecure. So the third party is telling you they feel so insecure. I have a feeling we won't last. Excuse me. He or she is always talking about you and it makes me so mad. Oh well, that's what you signed up for. Oh, that flew out. I want out of this relationship. See, this is why I didn't want to look into future, like what's going on. So it could be somewhere down the line they're going to realise. Do you know what though? That's not the third party. That's your ex or your partner, because I've already seen that this person regrets their decisions. And it's like, I feel like they should just stay in because maybe they feel silly. I have so many regrets. So that's your ex. They say they want to marry me, but I think it's just to shut me up. Right. And I said they were talking about marriage and stuff. This clarifies what I said. I caught them looking at your socials and your pics. Yeah. But that card there about talking about marriage and stuff, this is what they have discussed. And I feel like your partner here has not really told them the truth, that they don't want to get married again. They don't want a family. They don't want more children. Let's see what the karmic wants to say to the third party. What do they want to say to group one? I am the one dealing with his BS in your place. Oh hell, well there you go, innit? It's like my motto is right now, getting me through my crap right now is, he's your problem now, not mine. And I don't care if he watches this video. I don't really care if he sees this video because I know he stalks my crap. Yeah. Anyway. And hopefully that's the energy you've got, group one. I feel things have changed in the relationship. So maybe your ex or your partner's pulling away from this third party now. He is draining my energy as well, right? So, my loves, you could have literally been dealing with someone who is a bloody energy vampire. And now the energy is over there because you've withdrawn your energy now. They ain't got no source anymore. So they need a source. I challenge him to be a better person, so we argue a lot. Ooh, okay. So we could have a clash of egos here. So, see, but that's the thing. Maybe you guys loved your person for who they were. You know, what they've accomplished. You know, you never put them down. You never made them do more. And I feel like this energy here wants more, you know. I have a feeling this won't last. That's come out again. Whoa. I have low standards and no self-respect. He's just using me. Oh, well, at least you're honest. I am his doormat when he needs me. I spy on you to find out why he still holds on to you. Do you know that's like the third or fourth time that's come out? Messages to group one from the karmic or the third party, whatever we want to call them. You are not the only one. He will cheat with anything that moves. Save yourself. I wonder if this is your energy. It could be your energy, group one, but it literally could be... I feel like that's your energy. Maybe that's something you actually said to this third party. You won't be the last, you know. They've done it to me. So, releasing, letting go of all this drama. They don't want the drama. See, it was all good when they thought this was a fairy tale, fancy, like happy ever after sort of thing here they were getting. But technically, no, they weren't. Reality, life is settling in now, and they've realised, you know, maybe that's what the fun of it was, you know, sneaking around, getting off with each other, all that. And now that they've turned towards the third party, it's like, I don't know whether I want this. I faked a pregnancy to keep him around, so that could be something here that they've done or they're going to try and do. A secret romantic relationship or pattern of flirting. That's clarified what I said, group one, where I said to you that this is how it started, where they were communicating and, you know, flirting started, and maybe they started talking about sex and stuff as well, like their likes and dislikes, which is emotional cheating to start with. And that's where it escalated from, because your ex has literally clarified that in the tarot. And then we've got bitch, I'm not dealing with this, a difficult or unpleasant situation. Sorry, I shouldn't laugh. No, I am laughing. Sod it. I don't care. So this is like the third party being very frustrated. Like, help me out here. Like, I can't deal with this. Like, you stay away. Spirit has told you don't look back. Keep moving forward. Okay. There could be some kind of good karma coming to you. No, there is good karma coming to you, and that's that Ace of Pentacles, because you've got the Wheel of Fortune with the Ace of Pentacles. Your good karma is here now. Child support increase in deductions, that came out at the beginning where I said that there is child support, and you know, maybe there was an increase and what have you, and now it's taken away from her or his pocket and they don't like it. A dead situation, a situation that's not true or will never happen. So they know it's a dead situation here. They know it's a matter of time. Third party issues, giving to two, cheater, liar. So this is the energy of your relationship with this person. If you're still with them, it literally could be where they've already said that I won't be the last. Divorce, separation, the action or state of moving or being moved apart, the damage that might arise from separation of parents and children. And this is what I saw in your reading, my loves. You know, I love oracle cards as well with the tarot, because it does clarify literally what we say, you know. And this may give a little bit of insight into the future of this relationship between your ex and this third party. Okay, so I like these cards. Oh my God. Sorry about that. This third party doesn't like me. Did you hear that big bang? I mean, how the hell can a deck of cards make such a noise like that when it just fell out of this pile, fell out of this? Oh, my loves, do me a favour. If you've got any sage or any Palo Santo or any bath salts or anything like that, you sage yourself after this reading, okay? Go have a salt bath. Even sprinkle some table salt in the bath. This third party is energetically sending bad vibes to you, and I'm picking it up now because my ear is actually hurting as well. So they could be talking about you right now. So please do something, because after I get off the reading with your group, nice cleansing before the next group. So let's have a look, because I was just trying to say to you guys, I didn't want to look into the future of their relationship, but we're going to have a nosy now, because this is what these cards are, and I don't think the third party liked it. I'm starting to awaken to my true path. So maybe this is something that they are awakening to because they've been asleep for so long. I have to make sure that what I'm feeling for my person is not just lust. So that, you know, that, but they're not sure. They're not sure. It is lust. Where are my cups? Hardly saw any cups in this reading. It started off with lust and, you know, I can't say anything else. This twin flame journey has me questioning everything. So you guys could be twin flame, but like I said before, twin flames don't abuse you, they don't cheat on you, they don't treat you like crap or anything like that, okay? So this could be a karmic twin flame. You could be genuine twin flames, where it is now making them question everything, all their decisions, which we do see, all the choices that they made. Everyone loves my karmic, but they don't know the real person. So this third party could literally be someone that is very much loved by a lot of people, but they see behind closed doors the real third party. I'm mad at myself for the choices I've made. There's clarification again. I feel like I can't change my circumstances. I have very few options, and that's the thing. What did I just say? What did I say to you? This person is staying because they don't want to feel stupid. They don't want to look stupid. It's like they've made my bed. I've got to lay in it now, and there's no backing out now because you're not going to take them back. You're not going to be putting up with them no more. So they stay. I'm pretending everything is okay between us, but deep down I'm suffering. Already seen that in the tarot. Oh my goodness. This relationship has become abusive in every way. Oh dear. I'm afraid to lose what I've built with my karmic to be with the one I love. So, you know, some of you, they've started to build a life now, maybe building back up their finances after going through a divorce with you or separation. And now it's like they don't have the energy to do that again to themselves. So they'd rather just stay and put up with abuse or whatever's going on behind closed doors. I regret rushing into this relationship. Now I'm paying the price. What did I say? They rushed. They didn't think. Yes, it happened slowly over time with the communication, but when it come to making a decision with, you know, for themselves, they made the karmic push them into making a decision very quickly. They didn't sit with it. They weren't logical, or they weren't thinking straight. They were thinking with their private parts, like I said. I don't love them. I'm only using them. There you go. This is all about, this person could have a sex addiction, because it says, I feel the only time we connect is when we have sex. There's nothing on the surface with this third party whatsoever. I feel like it was based on sex. You know, maybe you guys were going through something. You know, maybe you had a child. Maybe you're going through menopause. Maybe this, that, the other. If you're a man, maybe you were suffering with impotence and, you know, depressed or whatever. You know, people are human beings, but some partners cannot understand the other partner of why, you know, they can't get physical. If you're being mistreated, who wants to be physical with their partner? You know, there's so many aspects here to this right here. Oh my god, apologies. And I do feel like this relationship was just based on lust and sex with both of them, and now there's nothing there. Nothing. You came out as an empress. This energy came out as a page of cups. Very immature, very childlike, very gullible. Let's get an angel number and a question. So you think of your question, my love. So angel number for this reading here for group 1. You have 2626 and it says Angel of Passion Seville. So Charmaine envelops you in the warmth of gratitude. Count your blessings, show appreciation, and let thankfulness fill your heart. Thankfulness, appreciation, and blessings. So I feel like this angel wants you to see that this is a blessing. Be thankful that this happened. You know, even though it is very painful, because things happen for a reason. I know people say that all the time, but they do. And if this person was mistreating you, Group 1, Spirit is eventually going to come in and say, enough's enough now. You know, you're not going to treat my Group 1s like that no more. So ask your question. So for Group 1, in June, so next year basically, believe that you can have what you desire so your experiences match that energy. So my loves, thank you so much for staying and watching. I really do appreciate you all. And if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. It really does help. And if you're new here and you like my content, please consider subbing. I'd really, really love to have you. And guys, wherever you are, you have a beautiful day. Much love. Hey Group 2, so if you chose the Crystal Citrine with this card, this is your reading. Before we get started, the lights are off because it's very hot up here and the window's open. Someone's doing some work, so I do apologise. And like I say in the intro, take what resonates, leave what doesn't. Throw out, you know, throw out what doesn't fit. Not everything is going to fit. And please don't stay and watch if you get upset about this, you know, so please leave, okay? So let's get started. The overall energy of the third party is, and I have a load of questions as well that we're going to be going through. So it is maybe going to be a bit of a long reading. So you have the Queen of Wands. Well, there you go then, isn't it? The energy is, my Queen of Wands is the third party energy. And this person is very determined to get what they want. Okay? So we could be looking at a Leo, Aries, Sagittarius. I never picked these cards out. They came out for each pile. So I'm not really going to look into that yet. Okay. Take me into Group 2, please, Spirit. And the first question I'm going to ask Group 2 is, I'm reading it because I've written them down. So what is the third party's true intentions towards Group 2's ex or partner? So like I said in the intro, if you didn't listen, this could be your ex or it could be your partner that you're still with. Okay, so just take what resonates. Unless it shows otherwise like it did in Group 1. So the third party's true intentions towards Group 2's ex or partner. God, that was quick. Okay, we've got Jackpot, Ace of Pentacles, and we have the World. Clarify the Ace of Pentacles and the World. Family. Yeah, this person's true intentions are yeah, okay. So the third party's true intentions are to have a relationship with your person, your ex or your partner. They want a family, they want the marriage, they want the home, they want the commitment, and they feel like they've hit the jackpot basically. So these two could be entering into a new beginning right now where they're setting up home or they're talking about setting up home, you know. Clarify the World for me though, Spirit. Clarify the World. Four of Swords. Okay, that's why I'm confused about the World, because the World can talk about endings and new beginnings. So this is like a new chapter, a new phase for your ex and this third party. But there is something here to do with them feeling really stressed that it may not happen. Maybe they feel like they're competing with you. Gosh, group 1 was pretty straightforward. Clarify the... Oh, am I seeing something dodgy here? You know what I'm seeing here? I'm going to clarify it. Maybe I'm wrong. Not usually wrong. Their true intentions towards your ex or your partner is to isolate this ex of yours, like totally have them cut you off and move in a new direction with them, so there's no communication, no nothing here. So clarify the world and the Four of Swords. So we have maturity, which is the King of Cups. We have okay, we have the Knight of Wands, confidence in reverse, so that's them lacking confidence. And then we have Dazzle, which is the Queen of Wands. There we go. They've come out again. This is a very strong energy that's coming through. That's the third party card again. And it literally could even be that they feel that they're competing with you, and they may end up getting cut off. You know, maybe this is not truly what your ex or your partner really wants, and they're panicking about this, you know, and it's keeping them up at night, and they're not really sleeping because they're not quite sure whether your ex or your partner's fully on board with this. There is something here where they've had to take a step back from the connection here, or maybe they've been asked by your ex or your partner to step back, you know, because maybe they've got things that they need to sort out, because maybe they do have a family with you, and maybe that's what they feel they can't compete with. They want the same thing as you, but it's like they're in competition with you. This person has caught really strong feelings for your ex or your partner here. There is, I think it's turning into some kind of love, okay? And I don't know what it is here. It's like this energy, this Queen of Wands that came in is just like dazzled your person. So this, you know, the Queen of Wands and King of Wands are very attractive people. So I'm not calling you ugly or anything like that, group 2. It's just that they have this way about them. They know how to use their body as well. You know, maybe this is someone that's very sexual, and you know, the Knight of Wands talks about someone who doesn't really have any morals, doesn't really have any integrity. Very promiscuous energy here, where they sleep around, they don't care who they trample on. And that's what I'm getting from this Queen of Wands. It's like they're willing to do anything to keep your person here and have this dream that they're wanting with them, this new beginning. It's happening group 1. I ended up stuck coughing. So I have strong fire sign in this reading. So their true intentions are love, relationship, commitment, marriage, family, moving in together, everything that comes with it. But they feel like they're stuck. Things are not progressing the way they thought they were going to progress. But we're going to look into that even more. So let's have a look. What is the third party's feelings towards group 2? What is the third party's feelings towards group 2? Queen of Cups. It's funny that, because this is a couple right here. Clarify the Queen of Cups. Oh. So we have the Nine of Pentacles in reverse. Clarify the Queen of Cups with the Nine of Pentacles in reverse. What is the third party's true feelings towards the group thingy? So we have, oh, this person really don't like you. We have the Empress in reverse. They really don't like you. I'm just being blunt. You know, what's the point in lying? I'm going to bring you the messages that Spirit says here. And I think you don't really care anyway, group 2. So what I'm seeing here is, I don't know whether this energy here is showing your ex, because this is a couple. So I feel like these two are a couple. They're moving into this new beginning here. And they're trying to show how nice, they're trying to be nice about you, okay? Not trying, I feel like they are acting nice. Like, you know, oh, you know, I'm really kind and I'm really understanding, and you know, I'm not really truly a horrible person underneath. And it's a manipulation tactic, because underneath how they truly feel about you is really not a good look, because we've got the Nine of Pentacles in reverse, and we've literally got the Empress in reverse. This energy here has a bit of a cheek that, right, so this is a bit of a sensitive subject. Some of you may be codependent. You may have been codependent on your ex or your partner even now. So some of you may have been a stay-at-home mum or a stay-at-home dad, and you've done your duty as a parent, and this person looks down at that. They look down that that you've got nothing really going for you, okay? You know, how can I explain this? So basically, you've got nothing going for you, okay? You've got no career thingies or whatever. You're just basically putting you down. In their mind, this is what they're saying to themselves. And they may be saying it to other people, but I don't think they'd dare say it to your ex or your partner. And they see you as someone who takes liberties, or you did take liberties in the connection where you were spending money that wasn't yours. I mean, I don't know who the hell this third party thinks they are, to be honest, to judge you, you know. So they see you that you are basically, I'm going to say it as I wanted to say it, money grabbing bitch. And I'm sorry, group 2, but I really want to come through and give the attitude of the third party to you, but I'm not laughing at you. I'm just laughing like this third party's got some audacity. That's all I'm going to say. And this, you know, you can't really blame the third party fully, because you don't know what your ex has been saying to, or your partner's been saying to the third party. You see, there's always two sides of a story. So now with the Empress in reverse, they think you're very weak, okay? They think you're very, very insecure. You have no confidence in yourself. Does this person know you? Because the way they're talking, it's like they feel like they know you. They also feel like, with the Empress in reverse, it can talk about abuse, but we've got it right next to the Nine of Pentacles, and that talks about abusing your partner's money. Do you get me? Like financial abuse. I don't know what is going on out there today. I don't know whether they're fixing the road or what out there. I'd even had a look. Oh, for goodness sake. But anyway, and I can't shut the window, guys, because it is really, really hot up here. So anyway, this is what I'm seeing here, is they think you're insecure. They think, you know, you there's nothing special about you. Some of you may actually be the mother or father of your ex's children, and they see you as not a very good mother or a good father. So let me have a look. Clarify the Empress. So we have Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. Clarify the Empress with the Nine of Pentacles in reverse. What is this third party trying to say? Oh my God. It's literally what I just said. Six of Pentacles. That you take, but you don't give anything back. That you're lazy. So we're getting into your ex here, so I really want to know what they've told this third party about you, because I reckon this third party is told, not third party, your ex has told this person that you are lazy, you don't do nothing, you don't look after the children. I think they've bigged themselves up. Very narcissistic energy here, like my ex is an a-hole, basically. You know, I did everything and they just sat on their backsides. That's not the case. Me and you, we all know here, group 2, that's not the case. What else do they feel about group 2, the third party? So we have, I think that's hang on. I think that's the devil energy. I think that is the devil. And we've got indecision, which is the 2 of swords. They think you are a nice queen or a king. They think you've got no heart. You don't know how to love. You don't know that you're very cold-hearted. That you're very toxic as well, and you're very controlling, and maybe you've got addictions or something like that. And maybe there's something here where, you know, maybe you've had depression over the years, or you suffer with a mental illness, and this is what they're judging you on as well. Okay, so we have Gemini, Libra, Aquarius as well. So now let's have a look. This is what I want to know. What is the ex, group 2's ex's feelings or partner's feelings towards group 2? 7 of Pentacles, 8 of Wands, Wheel of Fortune, unbelievable. See, I picked up an energy here of your ex or your partner is someone who is very much, woe is me, I've done nothing wrong, you know. So how they feel about you, and most probably what they've told the third party as well, is that you're hard work. You know, they've had to work really hard for a living, why you did nothing. You know, you very much... No, it's like, I see this person saying, you know, I tried to make things work. I tried to build some, you know, put things back together again, but it just wasn't working. And this is like, I'm seeing them saying to you here, I had to take destiny into my own hands. I had to go towards what I felt like I needed to go towards. And they did it very quickly as well. You know, I see them packing their stuff and just leaving here because they didn't want to be weighed down by you no more. And I'm not saying this to make you feel bad, group 2. This is the energy that's coming through. But, you know, and you know what exes are like. They're full of crap, okay? And, you know, this is what they're saying to the third party here is like, or to you actually, is why I chose the third party, because we didn't have fun anymore, and this person brings me a lot of fun, and, you know, we go out and we have a good time, whereas all I had with you was just like weighed down by everyday responsibilities, and, you know, there was just too much baggage here. And I do see this person saying they're not coming back, neither, group 2. So if you had a bit of hope here of them coming back, I don't see them coming back anytime soon anyway. What did they tell, so this is not one of my questions, what did they tell the third party about group 2? Oh, hang on, why are you in there? Hang on a minute, I've got a dodgy card in here, I swear I just saw it. What did the ex or the partners tell the third party about group 2? God. Temperance. Death. Clarify the temperance, please. Honestly. Clarify temperance with the death. Two of Cups, the World, the Lovers. Right, they've told the third party, okay, that you are someone that is very, very loving and loyal, even though the third party came through and said that you're an ice queen. But I don't know whether I believe that though, because you know what I saw, what I picked up straight away with the Death and the Temperance, that you are somebody who is all over the place, someone who is maybe addicted to something, maybe you drink too much, maybe you take something and you know, and this is what caused the ending here, you know. And I do really love group 2, you know, I feel like this was my soulmate and blah blah blah, but it had to come to an end because, you know, I met you. So Scorpio, Gemini, what did they tell the third party about group 2? This is why they walked away. So clarify the 8 of Cups. Oh, for goodness sake, can you just like get it together? Clarify the 8 of Cups. What did they tell the... No, that was in reversed. Reversed? Reverse. Right, now the Knight of Swords, it makes sense. You know where I mentioned about like abuse? They think you're abusive, the third party. That clarifies. I knew there was something going on here with this energy. Your ex is very sneaky. They're coming through making it look like they were saying really nice stuff about you, but something here with the Temperance straight away made me feel like no, there's something a bit dodgy here. You know, maybe they did say, you know, at one time I really did love group 2 and I really, you know, felt like we had this soul bond and we had this beautiful connection, but, you know, it had to come to an end and blah, blah, blah. So now we have the ending card here where this person has literally walked away from you. But this is what they're telling the third party, is that you were very, like, abusive towards them. You know, you were very much out of control with whatever it is that you were out of control with. You know, you let's have a look. Clarify the Knight of Swords. What was this? Give us a clear message here as well, please, Spirit. What was this out of control behaviour? The King of Pentacles. Money. Here we go again. Clarify the Knight of Swords with the King of Pentacles. The Hermit in reverse. The Nine of Pentacles in reverse again. And the Nine of Swords. It's like they don't want to support you no more. They didn't want the responsibility of supporting a family, taking care of you because you overspent. Yeah, this is why these two are a couple now. You know, because they feel this is a better fit for them. So it is about money again. This is why see how this literally not resonated. See how this literally matched up with the third party's energy, their attitude towards you, and then this ex of yours or your partner's energy matching up with their energy, if you know what I mean. It's literally saying the same thing here. It's basically they did not want to be responsible for you and the family anymore. They want to go live their life. They want a little bit more freedom, but they were being held back by you because, you know, they had to spend a lot of money looking after you guys and maybe they didn't have anything left over. And there's so many complaints here, like, you know, you spend too much money. And I don't believe you did. I really don't. This person's lied on you, made you out to be someone that you're not. And it's like they've told this person, you know, you're my I don't know, my guiding light, my shining light, my blessing here that's come through to make me realise, you know, that there's more out there than, you know, what I'm getting at home or what have you. These two shared this energy here with the Hermit. That's talking about sharing of information, okay? When we share things that we shouldn't share. And this is what they were doing. They were sharing all this with the third party, and the third party has found out, you know, maybe the third party was using this as a weapon to say, oh, you know, you shouldn't let group 2 take the pee out of you. You shouldn't let group 2 do that. Blah, de, blah, de, blah. You know, if you went through a divorce with this person, or you're going through a divorce with this person, your ex could be saying, oh, they're trying to take me for everything that I've got. You know, they don't do nothing. They're really lazy, blah, blah, blah. This is a very, very shallow, big head, ungrateful a-hole that you've dealt with here, or you're dealing with. Anyway, so we have Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. So let's go back to the third party now. So how did the third party impact group 2's relationship? How did they impact the relationship? Desire, sex. Control, manipulation. And you know what? It takes two to tango. We can't blame the third party for everything, because it does. But when you can see someone's got a weakness in some aspect of their life, you will play on that weakness. You know, if this person said, oh, group 2 don't put out in the bedroom, and this person would be, oh, I'm really highly sexed. You know, I love it every day. I love it 10 times a day. I'm taking the pee, by the way. Or group 2's a lazy a-hole. Oh, you know, I'm really hard working. I work really, really hard. You know, I earn my own money. I get my own bag. You know, those kind of manipulations, you know. So this is what they did. They played on this. And it worked. Clarify desire. Investment, yeah, because they've invested in this. This is Seven of Pentacles. They were patient. Oh, they were patient with your person. These two may have worked together, okay? These two may work in the same company. They may work, you know, they may have met through work, but they've done a lot of talking with one another. So what I'm seeing here is that this third party was so patient with your person. They would listen, they would act, you know, give them advice, and they worked on them and worked on them. And this is my seed card, right? So, you know, some of you may have heard this, some of you may not have. And it's like, you know, when you really want to make someone paranoid, you'll plant a seed, you'll sit back and you watch it grow. You watch that person become so paranoid or whatever, like what this person did. And that's literally what this third party did. They planted a seed and they let it grow and grow and grow until they got exactly what they wanted. So they worked on they were very patient. They worked on your partner. Tell me more. How did the third party impact group 2's relationship? Luck. Wheel of Fortune. Took control of the situation. Clarify the Wheel of Fortune. Clarify the wheel, please, Spirit. Heartbreak. Yep. There you go. Third party card. Yeah, they did this very, very quickly as well. We've got the 8 of Swords here as well. Not 8 of Swords, sorry, 8 of Wands. So once they got their claws into your partner and they were planting seeds, planting doubt, planting maybe insecurities, what they did is then they swiftly took action that caused you guys to break up. This third party inserted themselves somewhere where they shouldn't have been inserted. But then, like I said, it takes two to tango, because if your partner was opening up to this person and telling them everything about you, which I do see that, group 2, they told them everything, okay? I don't think they even held back. This person played on that, and what you don't realise, though, this is a karmic. This third party feels like they're winning, but your person's ended up with a karmic. So tell me more how they impacted the relationship between group 2 and their person. So we have the 6 of Swords. Everything worked out fine. Everything worked out exactly the way the third party planned it to work out. They were in it for the long game because they want what you had. First few cards out, very beautiful energy. Not saying the third party is beautiful, but that's a beautiful energy that came through, that this is exactly what they went for and they've got it. Okay, what advice would you give group 2 in regards to this whole situation here? What advice would you give? Three of Pentacles in reverse. Clarify the Three of Pentacles in reverse. Oh, Tower. Clarify the Three of Pentacles in reverse with the Tower. The Empress again in reverse. That's the fake Empress. Spirit doesn't want you to feel like what this person is saying. Spirit really wants you to remember you are not the fake Empress. You are the true Empress. This energy wants to come through and knock your confidence down and knock your self-esteem down. And Spirit is like, please don't listen to anything that what this third party is saying here. Because the third party is the one that is unstable. They're the ones that are insecure. They're the ones that are a cheater, because the Empress in reverse talks about cheating. It talks about infidelity. Also, this is a bit of a sore spot, but Spirit wants me to say it, and we don't get no pleasure with this sort of thing. If this third party thought they were going to come in and have children with your ex or your partner, that's not going to happen. So maybe they can't have children, or maybe your ex doesn't want any more children, or don't want children, full stop. And Spirit is saying here, your ex is about to have a rude awakening, or will eventually have a rude awakening, because this person's not learned from the past. They've not learned from their mistakes, and neither is the third party. And there is going to be a Tower moment in these two's lives, and you stay out of it, okay? You're not part of it, because they caused you a Tower moment or Tower moments. This is going to be the same thing for them, okay? What else do you want to say to group 2, Spirit? Keep moving forward. Keep manifesting. Keep your thoughts pure if you can, because you've got this beautiful new beginning here, okay? The universe blesses you guys, or is about to bless you guys. So let's get some oracle cards, and I'm going to use mine that I wrote ages ago. I forgot I even wrote these. So messages from the third party to group 2. Like, what do they have to say to group 2? I copy you. I don't even know who I am anymore. So this person literally, did you see how you came out as an Empress in reverse and they came out as an Empress in reverse? But so if we can look at this, if we just switch it back around, this person could literally be trying to copy exactly who you are. They could be on your socials, copying your hairstyle, copying the way you dress. That's kind of creepy, okay? I have a feeling we won't last. That's not your problem, though. Third party messages, please, Spirit. They say they want to marry me, but I think it's just to shut me up. And there you go. I have so many regrets. I wonder what they regret. Maybe they'll regret this relationship eventually. I know they want you, so I do everything to stop it. And that could literally have been, because I'm seeing these two, I don't know, in my mind's eye, right, sitting there talking to each other, and this partner of yours or ex of yours feeling very lost and confused about the relationship, you know, because we get that with relationships. We sometimes feel like, you know, should I stay, should I go, that kind of thing. And I feel like that's how this started with this third party here, group 2. And I feel like they were just looking for a friend at first, and maybe this third party was giving good advice at first, and then they thought, oh, you know what, I like this person, I'm going to start wiggling my way in there. And then this is the card here where they would say, oh, you know, like, I should maybe work on my marriage and blah, blah, blah. But they'd say something to this ex of yours to prevent them from, you know, fixing it. So they'd stop them. That's that seed that I was talking about. You know, maybe this third party turned around and said, oh, you know, but, you know, you can maybe try and talk to group 2 about it, but then how do you know that group 2 is not going to go back to doing it again? Say if they were complaining about money as well, like, oh, you know, they keep spending too much money and I don't really have a lot of money. And then this person would come in and say, well, you know, maybe you should put her on a budget or put him on a budget. You know, it's things like that. They're very clever, very, very clever. But then your ex or your partner is an idiot for falling for it. I'm so scared they will do to me what they did to you. Yes, a cheat, abandon them, leave them. They have no respect for me. And the last 2 here, we have she is starting to see I am not who I made out to be. There you go. Because I feel like this third party put on a big act. I use threats every time they try to leave. So emotional blackmail, threats, whatever. So messages from the third party to group 2. I am the one dealing with his BS, not in your place. Well, you signed up for it. He's still learning lessons with me, and I just said this is a karmic, did I not? So yeah, they've got a lot of lessons to go through. I am not a good fit for him, so at least they're being honest. What else? I have him doing unhealthy things to ruin him for you. So, you know, I do feel like that's something to do with in the bedroom, okay? He's a good person and deserves better than me. That's debatable. Wouldn't agree with that. I am the victim in this karmic situation. Oh, well, shut up. Honestly. I'm sorry, group 2. Oh, my goodness. Did this person really, like, did this energy really just come through trying to play victim? You signed up for this. I am just in this for the sex and nothing more. Maybe that's how it started. Maybe it was literally just both of them, sex with benefit, friends with benefits, that kind of thing, and it turned into wanting more. I know you're both meant to be together in the end. Some of you may want this person back. You know, no judgment here. One more. I want to sabotage what you two have that is special. See, what did I say? This is what this energy did. They sabotaged what you both had. Instead of being a decent person and maybe telling this person, why don't you go talk to your wife or your husband about it, or your spouse, or whatever you want to call you guys, you know, because we've got a spy on you to find out why he still holds on to you. So this person's on your socials, maybe even going through their mobile phone, you know, checking out old messages between you. If you still communicate about children, they could be looking at that. So what does the third party want to say to group 2? Black magic, love spell, low vibration, fear of letting go. So this is a very low vibrational person. They could have done a love spell on your person. Yeah, well, you know what goes around comes around, and it comes back tenfold if you do stuff like that. Jealousy, envy, resentment, the state of feeling of being jealous of this person is really envious of you, very jealous of you, which we've already seen, and, you know, just jealous, okay? Because the Queen of Wands has a very malicious, jealous side to her. I know he is in love with you, I feel it. We do see love there from your person. We do see that I feel like this person, your ex, has told this third party, I still love group 2, but I need to move on because love isn't enough for me anymore. Beautiful soul, there you go. Speak in love and kindness and encourage others to become their own version of beautiful. See, this is the true Empress. Even though they tried to describe you as a fake Empress, you are a beautiful soul. And don't let anybody or this idiot here tell you that. Broken heart. My heart is broken over this situation. So this third party could be going through a broken heart or will eventually go through a broken heart with your person. So karma once again. Comparison, likeness, similarity. Here we go again. There's an action of declaring something to be untrue, the quality of being similar or equivalent. So this person liked to compare themselves to you. They also declared something and was acting a certain way with your ex here. That wasn't true. It was fake. Instagram groupie, attention seeker, ego driven. So very much in their ego. Might post a lot of pictures on Instagram. Revenge. Inflicting hurt or harm on someone for injury or wrong suffered at their hands. Didn't we just see that in here? Like this person is very much don't like you. And it's like a competition to them. So we've got intriguing. You're mysterious. There's something about you that he likes. So they want to know what that is, you know, but you don't give anything away. Partners drifting apart. When partners begin to spend less and less time together, they usually begin to explore interests separately. So this third party is literally telling you this is what happened. And I literally just said that to you guys as well. This is what happened. They spent time talking to each other, getting to know each other. And, you know, maybe this is what they were saying, you know, I feel like me and my partner are drifting apart. And instead of being a decent person and saying to your partner, you know, why don't you go talk to your wife or your husband? No, they pounced on that. So they want to let you know, move on. I'm not going anywhere. I'll always be around. And then we have love bombing, manipulation. He's not the greatest. Showering a person with excessive affection and attention in order to gain control or significantly influence their behaviour. And that right there is what I was saying throughout the whole reading to you guys, is this person knows how to play your ex or your partner by love bombing, by manipulation, by, you know, yeah, the devil came out. It says it all really about this person. So now let's see how their relationship is going together, you know, like the third party and your person. So third party and group 2's ex or partner. How is it going? What is going on? How does the ex feel? I give them a guilt trip to keep them from leaving. So there we go again. Didn't that come out? The person, the third party said they guilt them, they blackmail them. My insecurities are getting the best of me. Yeah, very, very insecure person this is. Facing my fears has been hard, but I'm ready to face them. I distracted myself from everyone to make a decision. So your partner, ex, whoever, distracted themselves towards the end, like literally distanced themselves. Like maybe you were like, why are they acting like this? Why are they not talking to me? Why are they spending more time working and things like that? This is what they needed to do to make a decision on you and the third party. I don't plan on leaving my karmic, so they don't want to leave the third party here, which I've already seen that anyway. They're moving on with this person. They want to stay with this person. I honestly don't know what I want. I'm so confused. You see what I mean? I'm confused myself. Make up your bloody mind, honestly. Because I'm not leaving them. but I don't know whether I want to be with them. Seriously? What is wrong with some people? Everyone loves my karmic, but they don't know the real person. So yeah, behind closed doors, this person is a nightmare. And either they don't see it yet, or they eventually will. I regret choosing my karmic and not true love. There you go. You've got confirmation there, which we did see they do love you, but they just, you know... Yeah. Anyway, on the back of the deck, I'm tired of trying to keep my karmic happy. They give me nothing in return. And just see that karma right there, my loves? This person did that to you. They gave you nothing and gave it all to this third party. And now they're experiencing the same thing. So think of a question. I'm going to get you an angel number. So angel number for group 2. That was so quick. Let's just grab one. So we've got 565 shift. Take a look at your life and see which areas need to be shifted to bring you more joy. Take the time to reassess your priorities and create a plan for yourself. So maybe you need to shift your perspective, shift your focus. Okay. So ask your question, group 2. Any question you want to ask. So for group 2. You've got 2 there. So in spring and very likely. So you've got new moon, the maiden, within 1 to 3 months. And it says very likely at this time the situation or outcome is likely to occur. So my loves, thank you so much for staying and watching. I really, really do appreciate you all. And if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. It does help. And if you're new here, please consider subbing. I'd love to have you. And guys, wherever you are, you have a beautiful day. Much love. Hey group 3, so if you chose the yellow aventurine with this card, this is your reading. So we've got a lot of questions to get through, so it may be a bit of a long reading. And apologies for the dark, it is very hot up here. Apologies for the noise, the window is open, they're doing work out there, I don't know what they're doing. So let's get started. So remember, take what resonates, leave what doesn't, don't force anything, throw out what doesn't fit, okay? So let's get started. Your card is, so this is the energy of the third party, 5 of Swords, defeat, okay. This is somebody who very much encroaches on what's yours. They may have done this in the past. This may be someone that doesn't really care how they treat other people. This could be someone that is very much in doubt at the moment as well, where maybe they don't believe that this is going to go any further. So like I said in group 1 and 2, this could be your ex, it could be your partner that you're still with. I'm going to use ex most of the time, okay, but you know, just take what resonates, okay? So yeah, I'm seeing someone very much selfish, very much yeah, I don't think I like this energy very much. Could be someone who could be very abusive as well, but let's have a look. So let's get started and we'll get oracles at the end. So tap me into group 3, please, Spirit, and tell me, what are the third party's true intentions toward group 3's ex or partner? What are their true intentions towards group 3's ex or partner? So we have freedom, which is the Fool. We have the 3 of Pentacles. And we have dedication, which is the Knight of Pentacles. They want to build something with your ex or your partner. They could work together. They could have met through work. Very much similar to group 1 and 2. They want your ex or your partner to literally take a chance with them, okay? They want a new beginning with this person. They're very hopeful that they're going to be able to build something together and work on this relationship no matter how long it takes, okay? They're in for the long game. They're not in for nothing short here. They want long-term commitment from your partner or your ex, okay? Tell me more. What are their true intentions towards group 3's ex or partner? I just saw the 4 of Wands there flick over, so it could be that they want marriage. or they want to move in together. We have indecision, which is the Two of Swords, and we have the Nine of Pentacles in reverse. Clarify the Two of Swords and the Nine of Pentacles in reverse. There's that freaking Four of Wands again. Let me do that again. Clarify the Two of Swords with the Nine of Pentacles in reverse. Okay. I think this is an extra card because this is 22. And it says proud. And it says celebration. There's that Four of Wands. That's literally come out 3 times now. Flicked, gone back, flicked, gone back. And it's come out now. They want marriage. They want to move in together. They want everything that you had with your person. It's like they're saying, I would be proud to be standing up there on the altar, at the altar with your ex here. This could be a same-sex couple as well. Doesn't have to be. And they're willing to compromise. They're willing to, like, sacrifice anything here, even maybe their own integrity or their own morals and stuff to get this Four of Wands. They feel this is their twin flame. There's something here that the third party is lying to your partner about, or your ex. They're not as independent as they say they are. They're not as financially stable as they say they are. There's some kind of lie here. But they're hoping that this won't get found out. They're hoping they'd get their claws in first, or they already have their claws in to your ex or your partner. And, you know, this person has a very bad spending habit. I don't know why that's come through, because it's meant to be intention. So maybe they want to spend your partner's or your ex's money. That could be what it is. They're looking at the long term. They're looking at the long term goal, if you know what I mean. What is this Nine of Pentacles in reverse? What does this come out? Why, you know, because that shouldn't actually be in this, but Spirit obviously wants it out for you to be aware of. So what is this Nine of Pentacles in reverse, Spirit? What are they up to? That again. Nine of Pentacles in reverse. Maybe we're not meant to know. Death. They don't want your person finding out how bad they have a spending problem. They have something here to do with over, like maybe they like nice shoes, expensive shoes or expensive bags, buying too many clothes, you know, that kind of thing. This person has, it's like a hoarder but spending, and they're scared that your ex or your partner is going to find out and end things with them. So they're trying to keep it on the down low here. That's why I feel like that came out. I don't know why Spirit wanted us to know that, wanted you to know that. I don't know. There's something very iffy here. So we have Scorpio, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. So let's move on to the next question. What are the third party's feelings towards group 3? What are their feelings towards group 3? Someone's getting married. I don't know if you can hear the church bells. What did I just say? What did I just say? This person could have a spending problem with like buying new shoes, like expensive bags or shoes. Look at the bags on the shelves. And these look like Nelly Kelly's and what's it? Yeah, they do actually. What's the other ones? Oh, bloody hell. Birkins and things like that. That's a nice bag, actually. Sorry, I'm looking at the blue one. Ignore me. And it could, I feel like they want what you had, or what you have. You may have all the nice things in life, you know, that your partner provided for you, as well as you provided for yourself as well. It doesn't matter. They want that too. Clarify the Nine of Cups. This is wish fulfillment as well. So this is greed. So they could look at you like you're greedy or you're blessed, that you know, you've had everything come, like, all, you know, all your wishes and your dreams and your hopes and everything come true. Clarify the Nine of Cups, please, Spirit. How do they really feel about group 3 endings? So we have this is the Ten of Swords, so this is a betrayal. It's like they don't care that they betrayed you. They don't care that they stabbed you in the back. They're hoping that you're going to be on the bones of your arse, that you're going to be struggling. Here comes the spiteful side. And they're the ones that are going to be the ones that walk down the aisle with your partner. So they're actually quite glad that you are crying, struggling, suffering, hurting. Clarify the Ten of Swords. So we have the Eight of Wands, and we have the Queen of Swords. This is very similar to group 2. It's like this energy is saying that you're like the Ice Maiden. You're an Ice Queen. You've got you have no heart. That you're not really someone who is nurturing or kind or gentle like I am. You know, this is like comparison that's you know, where you compare yourself to someone else, and how you this is why they didn't hold back on taking action towards your ex or your partner, because of the energy of the Queen of Swords. Clarify the Queen of Swords. What is this third party trying to say? God, that was so quick. That flew out, and we have so this is the Hangman in reverse. This person here, my loves, is not a really nice person. Do you know what? Because Hangman in reverse talks about apathy, talks about when we're not interested. It talks about we don't have no feelings. So this is literally, so we could look at it both ways. You know where I said where they called you a queen, Ice Queen, Queen Maiden, whatever. This is what they're trying to say here, is that you are someone who is so cold, like you don't care, you're not interested in your partner, and this is why they don't feel guilty, because I clarified the Ten of Swords. And then what I'm seeing here as well is their energy is, I don't really care what I've done to you, I have no feeling for you, it's not about you, it's about me. Ugh, what a horrible person. Yeah, they don't like you. I mean, they don't have to like you, but they really, really don't like you. I think this is quite, out of the 3 poles, this is the pole that there's very much a lot of hate coming through. So let's have a look. What are your ex's or your partner's feelings towards you? So for group 3, what is group 3's ex's or partner's feelings towards them? How do they feel about them? Page of Cups. Clarify the Page of Cups. How do they feel? Temperance, Death, Emperor, 8 of Pentacles, 9 of Cups. Yeah. You know what? This is actually quite nice to see. Not that they'll tell the third party. There's still feelings here for you. They may not be as deep as they once were, but there's still love here for you. They also would like to give you an apology to maybe balance the scales, maybe, you know, make themselves feel better as well as you feel better. The apology, though, be very careful, because this cup has got a fish in it, so sometimes the apology can be a bit ridiculous. Maybe they have apologised and it just didn't seem sincere. How they feel about you is that you made them feel really stable. You brought peace into their life here. And when it ended between both of you, or when it does end, this person felt that pain. You know, it was very, very hard to move into something new here, okay? You made them feel strong, okay? It was like you were proud of this person. You know, you made them see, they felt seen by you, okay? They felt respected by you. You gave them a lot of respect. And you gave them a lot of attention as well, and you gave them a lot of support. Why maybe they were building up a company here, why you know, why you had to take a back seat, why they built this company up. And they see you that at one stage, or even now, that you were wish fulfillment, okay? You made them very, very happy at one time. So Sagittarius, Scorpio, Aries. What else do they feel towards group 3? Ten of Swords. Very, very, very much in pain where they ended things with you, how they ended things with you, the betrayal as well. They're not really doing very well at the moment. They may show it on the outside on social media that they are doing very, very well, but they're not, internally they're not able to express this to you, even though they want to. They're also spying on your social media, looking at what you're up to. So it's like they're seeing here that I ended something that was a blessing. You were a blessing. You brought them a lot of luck in their life, and maybe now that blessing's gone. Clarify the Ten of Swords. Three of Wands. Yeah, they're looking back. They really miss you. They're looking back on the decisions that they made. They gave up their Empress. You know, maybe maybe you were pregnant and they abandoned you. Maybe you got children with this person, but you know, they're looking back and seeing that I destroyed this relationship. I made everything fall apart from my actions and my decisions here, and this betrayal. And now they're having to look at you from a distance, or think about you from a distance, and of like all the what ifs, you know, and the regrets. But this person really does miss you as well. Okay, so that's positive. Now, how did the third party impact group 3's relationship? How did they come to impact the relationship? So we have the 8 of Pentacles. We have the 7 of Cups, the 2 of Cups, and the Knight of Cups. There was a lot of love bombing here. Investment, yeah. They were very patient with your partner or your ex. Very much to the point of they just bided their time. They love bombed them. They said all the right words, you know, said all the right things. They may have actually communicated about soulmate connections here. You know, don't you feel like we've got a connection here? There is love on this side of the third party here, you know, talking about marriage, talking about commitment, making your partner look at other options as well. You know, like maybe your partner said something and they were getting them to see things in a different light, and not really in a positive way, more of a manipulative way. I also see that this third party took a lot of time and energy away from you and your person here. You know, maybe they work together, like I said, and it's like they had to do, you know, maybe they say, no, I need help with this and I need help with that, and that's how they got into their head. I'm also seeing this third party telling this ex of yours or partner that, oh, I dreamt about you last night, you know, I dreamt that we fell in love and, you know, we went out on dates and, you know, this, that, the other. So what I'm seeing here as well, the third party actually did ask your person out on dates, you know, let's go on a coffee, like for a coffee, let's go talk. Maybe they tried to say, let's be friends at first, that kind of thing. So let's have a look. Clarify the Knight of Cups. Yeah. Six of Cups and letting go, which is the Eight of Cups. This is literally what they did. They're the ones that came in and literally collapsed everything, you know, everything that you'd built. But they also made this person, how can I explain this? So basically, you know, maybe there was cracks in your relationship and this third party came in and showed them the cracks even more so. Instead of encouraging them to speak to you and work on it and what have you, they didn't do that. They were encouraging your ex or your partner to let this go, to move away. You know, look at me, I'm a better fit. You know, yes, you know, maybe your partner even said to this third party, you know, but we've built up a life together, we've got so many good memories and everything together, you know, and doubting what this third party was saying. But then the third party saying, you know, okay, you know, take those memories with you, but we can build new memories now. You know, this third party is also looking at your pictures and all, looking at everything of like you two together, you know. So tell me more of how the third party impacted this relationship. Clarify the Eight of Cups and the Tower. So we have jealousy, and we have the fight. That's oh, God's sake, the Hierophant in reverse. Yeah, so they were jealous of your connection, and they dug the knife in here, and they knew exactly how to wind your partner up and let them go. So now this is literally clarified what I was just saying. So basically, the Hierophant in reverse can talk about when we go to someone for advice and they give us really bad advice. Okay, it's really not good advice. So I'm seeing this started off as something where they were talking to each other, and your ex or your partner may have gone to them and said, like, you know, I'm feeling this way, that way. They were giving them bad advice on purpose. It was manipulation. It was a very clever way of the third party playing your person, acting all, oh, you know, like I really care and everything. But it was such bad advice, you know, and they may have even got bad advice from other people, you know, like maybe a family member or something, you know, oh, you know what, just get rid of group 3, go up, you know, go with the new person, they're better fit for you. But I'm seeing it's more the third party here, because that is the question. How did they impact your relationship? They impacted it in a way where I feel like your person stopped stopped being intimate with you as well. Maybe they couldn't get it up, you know, because maybe they already started that with the third party. Maybe there was a lot of talk about maybe you guys were having problems in regards to the bedroom department, and there's no shame here, guys, and they were talking about this, and this was something they pounced on as well, you know. Oh yeah, I can use this to my advantage, basically. See, also what I'm seeing here as well, like maybe you guys, your group 3, you're not really traditional. Maybe you live differently. Maybe you've got different viewpoints and stuff. And then you've got this third party that comes in that is traditional. I want marriage. I want babies. I want this. So some of you may not even have children. You may not even wanted to marry this person. And then you've got this third party coming and saying, oh, I want to get married, I want to have babies, I want to do this, I want to do that. Do you get me? So it's like tit for tat, basically, but they were very clever at how they manipulate your person. And I'm not blaming just the third party. I'm telling you, it takes 2 to tango at the end of the day. It doesn't just take one. But this person is very much jealous of what you had with your person, and they wanted it as well. So let's get advice from Spirit. So what would you advise to group 3, you know, and what to do with this third party situation here? Be patient with yourself, Spirit is saying. Be kind to yourself. Yeah. Definitely be kind to yourself. Try and stay grounded. Don't let your thoughts, okay? Don't let them negative thoughts bring you down. Stay grounded. You are lovable, okay? Don't do this to yourself. That's all I keep hearing Spirit say. Don't tear yourself apart, because you are worth more than what this person has, you know, put you through or given you. This is out of your control. Don't try and control the situation, okay? There are maybe still conflicts in your relationship at the moment. Maybe this is something that's just happened, but try and remain calm if you can, because you are going to heal, okay? You will heal and you will start to feel better. And Spirit's also saying, this is a miracle, really. You just don't see it just yet. There's something here that's coming, but you don't see it. So it's like a blessing. And I know this sort of thing is really not really a blessing in our eyes, but yeah. Let's get some oracle cards. So I'm going to use mine that I wrote ages ago, like I said in group 1 and 2. I forgot about it. So messages from the third party. I am controlling everything he or she does, which we already know that. I buy his or her love. So maybe they spoil your person, you know, puts on the act of... that's something else I feel like this third party does to play it clever. Like, you know, when I said they have problems with overspending, so maybe they're like out buying your ex or your partner new things, like, you know, and they don't really have the means to do it, but they're showing like, look, I'm not with you for your money, I'm not with you for that, you know, look at me, I'm with you for you, but really, technically, you're not. I know they want you, so I do everything to stop it. There it is. Clarification again. I feel so insecure. I have a feeling we won't last. That's come out in every pile. Let's get a few more. Okay. So we have, dry bedroom. You know, that's weird actually, because the Hierophant can talk about impotence where somebody can't get it up. So maybe where they've gone to have the nookie, they lose their stiffness. Sorry, I have to keep it clean on freaking YouTube now. So they lose the, you know, yeah. So maybe it's going to dry up. Sorry. I want to make you jealous. Oh, whatever. I am only with them for the money. Wow, there's a bigger confirmation right there. Because that's what I saw right at the beginning. They regret choosing me, so they obviously picked that up. They are they are starting to awaken to my reckless behaviour. Right, and what is their reckless behaviour? Spending. Spending, 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 spending. Watch this space, group 3. I think you're going to be sitting on the other side laughing. So, third party, messages to group 3. I want to sabotage what you have that is special, which they already did it. Some of you, if you're with this person still, this is what's going on. So maybe you can try and stop it if you can. I don't know, okay? But this is exactly what they've done. I have him doing unhealthy things to ruin him for you, and that could be something in the bedroom. He's not the same person he was at the beginning. So, yeah, you know, people change. You get the real person. I am one of his poor choices. Oof, ouch. I know you're both meant to be together in the end. I am not a good fit for him. Yeah, see, this energy coming through this third party knows they're an arsehole. They know they're a scumbag, but yet, you know, they continue. I am the one dealing with his BS in your place. He is a good person and deserves better than me. Wow. Okay. I talk negative about you because I'm jealous. Yeah. So instead of being nice, this person just is toxic. But at first I feel like they were nice, but they did it very subtly. You know, plant the seed, watch it grow. Why not? So what else from this third party to group 3? Toxic situation, poisonous, very bad, unpleasant or harmful, or toxic relationship. Yeah, definitely. Family involvement, brother, sister, mother, father involvement. So there could be family involvement here, you know, but, you know, you and your partner could literally have a family, and there's a lot of, you know, outsiders here. And maybe this energy doesn't like it. Wow, on the back of the deck. What a surprise again. Jealousy and insecurity. Wow. Again, how many times has this been clarified about money, about users, takers, handouts? About five times, maybe even more. And again, jealous, envious, trying to be like you. So very much the same thing is coming out here. Broken heart. My heart is broken over this situation. Does group 3 care? I don't think group 3 does care. You know, that's if it doesn't work out, you know. Sex kitten, night worker, he's not my man either. So maybe this person works with this sort of thing. Arguments or problems that don't get resolved between both of them. I use him for money. Oh my God. Because he lets me. Yes, I'm a gold digger, money hungry vulture. And they think it's hilarious. But I don't think that'll last very long. Once your ex or your partner sees through that, it won't last long. Because we already see it not lasting long. Stuck in a prolonged state of being completely clueless or too high to think straight. And that could be your ex. Maybe they had some sort of addiction. They're that high, they don't see what's going on around them. That hoe over there, night worker, stripper, working for money, sex for money, or other exchanges. Look, there's no disrespect to people that do this, but what I'm seeing with this here is that basically you're selling your body for this. It's like you're using your body. You know, this is, I suppose your partner may be someone who's addicted to sex. Maybe this is what they base everything upon. And if this person is literally giving it on a plate, they're going to give them something back, you know. Passionate connections and true love. So this third party is trying to say this is true love. But look on the back of the deck again. Financial problems, instability, strapped for cash. Jesus. Just stay out of this mess, guys. So let's see what's going on between these both, your ex and the third party. We have, I'm so used to this roller coaster of it's starting to feel normal. So these two could literally be really toxic together, which we do see, and now they're like, it's just normal now, you know. I know we're just wasting each other's time. Third party and, you know, whatever. I'm trying hard to win my karmic's heart back, but I feel I've already lost them. So your person, I don't know. This could literally be the karmic, though. This could be the third party here. So basically they're saying that I've already lost them and I'm trying to win them back and nothing seems to be working. Do you get me? And then we've got, I'm done, I can't anymore. I'm finding my way out of this relationship. So that could be your ex, partner, whatever, or the third party. Everyone tells me I deserve better, but there's a part of me that still loves them. Yeah, this third party's got their claws into your ex or your partner, and I think it's going to be very hard to detach themselves from this third party. I'm with my karmic for financial reasons. It's cheaper to keep them. There you go. Again, we get along, but the passion is gone. And there's that dry bedroom again. So maybe it's just financial in the end. I'm only with them out of convenience. The more I think about the one I love, the more my karmic annoys me. And that's you. And then we've got, I'm afraid to start something new, only to end up repeating the same mistakes. Yeah, so your ex here or partner is really worried about just repeating the same old thing. Getting a divorce from them is not going to be easy. Some of them may actually get married, because we do see the marriage cards here. They may actually go through with it, and now they know that if they divorce them, it's going to be a messy divorce and it's going to cost them a lot of money. So, you know. Right, let's get you an angel number and a question. So think of a question, my loves. So angel number for group 3. Oh my god, that's so quick. We have refocus, 666. Refocus to find balance between your material and spiritual aspects of life. Stop putting too much emphasis on material things. So don't worry about money and material things and stuff, or what these two are getting up to. Try and focus on, you know, finding a balance, okay? I know it's hard. It's easier said than done. So ask your question. So for group 3. Winter, waning quarter moon, the crone within 9 to 12 months. Okay. So my loves, thank you so much for staying and watching. I really, really appreciate all of you. And if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. It does really help the video. And guys, if you're new here and you like what I was doing, or, you know, like the reading, please consider subbing. I'd love to have you. Guys, wherever you are, you have a beautiful day. Much love.